I'm Daniel Rainey. I'm here as a delegate with the InternetBar.org, which is one of the accepted observers of the UNICTRAL working group on online dispute resolution. I have a practice as a dispute resolver. I teach at a couple of universities, and I also run a mediation organization in the United States. So we're here at the 25th meeting of the Online Dispute Resolution Working Group, which is part of the United Nations Commission on International Trade Law, looking at issues related to international commerce, e-commerce, and how to deal with disputes across borders generated by the commercial activity on the internet. Online dispute resolution, as they're talking about it here at the working group meeting, is really tied to the classic definition of ODR, which is disputes that are created online where there's very little opportunity for there to be face-to-face interaction. So if you're going to resolve the disputes that are created online, you pretty much have to use an online mechanism in order to do the resolution. And so consequently, the discussions here at the working group are concentrated on how do I deal with borders, how do I deal with enforceability, how do I deal with issues that are very, very easy if you're dealing face-to-face in a commercial environment, but quite difficult if you're talking about an online environment where the only interaction is virtual. One of the things I find interesting about the discussion today is that it tends to center around issues that are not at all an issue for people outside the e-commerce world, but for track one diplomats and for people who are dealing with attempting to put together international agreements, even consensual agreements, are a really big deal. For example, what eBay has done and what other online dispute resolvers have done in the e-commerce environment is they've created a secondary legal system. They basically said, when you do business on our site, you sign on and you agree to an online dispute resolution program that we have in place. And so they basically created a parallel legal system. This group is a track one group. These are official diplomats. These are people who are representing the positions of their countries, and they can't take the same approach. What they're talking about are issues of enforcement and issues that are very much diplomatic issues that have to be approached in a different way, but it ties you very much to a certain approach to ODR that you can completely get away from if you're dealing on a track two level.